Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous. Alright then, well, I was gonna originally record the final few fire strikes on the chicken, but I left it going on mobile, and it did it all for me. So that's the problem with massive AFK grinds. You never really get the end of them on video, but we have finished up, I believe, 60,000 casts that I had set out for myself. We are now 83 magic, like halfway through the level as well, which is really nice. Slowly working our way towards 90. I will be doing probably about 75,000 casts next week, or thereabouts. Maybe a little bit more. Might try and push for a little bit more. We'll see how it is. But right now, what I want to do is I actually want to head back to the Farming Guild real quick, because we got ourselves a potion while we were doing this. We also would have technically got ourselves a second one. You know what, actually, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to demonstrate what basically happened. I don't understand why the game does this. It happened in the Forthos dungeon, which I was a little bit more understanding for. But basically, I was standing here, splashing a chicken that was right here. I got a Jekyll random, but naturally, because I was in combat, I couldn't get through the dialogue. So what I did was I ran over here to try and get rid of the chicken and keep the Jekyll, and he instantly despawned. This is the distance I ran, from here to here, and it got rid of my random. I really don't get it, because whenever I get a random that I'm not really bothered about, it will follow me for miles. But Jekyll, no, he won't follow me for more than 4 tiles. It's so frustrating. So yeah, that's 2 Jekylls now that have despawned on us while we had a Torster on us. So yeah, so that's essentially 3 randoms that we've missed, because I also accidentally drank one of the potions once. So that's awkward. But I'm going to go over to the death storage, and we're going to quickly check what our progress is on these potions now. We have 4 in total, so we still need another 6. We have 7 herbs, but that's because you only ever get 2 at a time, so it's always going to be an unreliable amount. Yeah, so we still need another 6 potions, but honestly, I think with the splashing, it's actually really good for randoms, and if I keep some focus on it, maybe keep it on the side of my screen and play it on computer rather than mobile as much, I might be able to get some more Jekyll randoms. I don't know why I'm running down here again. I might be able to get some more Jekyll randoms, and we should be able to get that goal finished, which would be really, really nice, especially if I can get it done before the red dragons are done. Clears up the invent a bit. To get rid of the torso, I'd get rid of the potion on me, and you know, all of that sort of stuff. And I also wouldn't have to worry so much about death storage, which also has prayer potions and black dragonhide in it. Realistically, if I finished the pool and then died, I'd rather not, because there's like 100 black dragonhide stored in there, and that's going to be really handy, not only for making the black dragonhide armor to wear, but also for some extra crafting XP that's not going to be so difficult to use. But I do need to now resort out my gear, and we're going to head back to Red Dragons for a couple of days, because it is now the weekend. I just want to get some Red Dragons killed. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I guess I should just drop it or sell it to a general store or something. It's kind of annoying, because I'm going to have to get it back again after the weekend. It's not the worst thing in the world. These are fairly easy to get, because I'm already at Reds anyway, and there's just some smithing. I've also got 1 less invent space now because of the potion, which reminds me, by the way, if we get another Jekyll, I'm going to have to unnote my Torstals, and that's going to start getting difficult to juggle. So I'll probably have to cross that bridge when it comes to it. But invent space is going to start getting very cluttered until I can finally finish off the pool. But yeah, for now, I've rambled on plenty long enough. Just got to sort out all the gear, and I'll probably see you guys back at Reds. Depends on if we get any levels or not. I don't think I mentioned. Actually, no, I did mention I'm no longer training defense, just because it makes the kills take longer. Not worth it. We'll get magic from our king crafting. Honestly, I might not even get any levels at Red Dragons, so the next time you see me might be with more splashing content. It's whatever happens, really. But yeah, I'm going to head back to Reds, and we are going to get back to grinding some crafting training. You know, this is the same session that I've been playing since the last clip. I've only been logged in for 16 minutes. I don't know what the time was on the previous one, but that's going to be 69 prayer, and I just said I don't think I'll get any levels. I'm pretty sure it's my first invent, but yeah, it's the funny number. Regardless, I think that might be the only level. This takes a long time to train. I don't know, maybe I get 120k done in 2 days. I doubt it with how much I'm spending on magic, but still, we are 1 level away from 70 prayer, which unlocks absolutely nothing, by the way, because we don't have access to piety, unfortunately. But in the future, we will have access to rigor and augury, assuming we get them from raids. So 74 and 77 are really big unlocks. I mean, 74 is the biggest one, really, because rigor is just so handy to have. But I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll probably, honestly, knowing me, I'll probably see you with another level that I haven't paid any attention to. Alright, another week, another session of Splashing Chickens. We are currently at 83 magic, but I'm going to quickly stop this for a bit, because as you may notice by the inventory, I've cleared up some space. I re-def storage while I'm splashing, and we're going to be doing some farming in the meantime. I want to get these Harrowlanders grown, because at least then I can get some more Herblore XP. These are all things that I need to do in the meantime, so I feel like mixing them in with the Red Dragon grind when convenient is a good idea to vary up the content and yet still get these grinds done. So we're going to be farming some Harrowlanders here. I also want to mention that if I sound a bit nasally, I apologise. I am. I've got a little bit of a cold at the moment, so it usually makes me sound a little bit funny. Yeah, that is just why my voice sounds a bit weird at the moment. This week I've decided to go for 150,000 air runes and 75,000 mines, so 75,000 casts. Last week I did 60,000, although that was because I didn't remember to do it until Tuesday, and it's Monday, so I actually remembered this time. So I will be working on splashing for the entire week. I also went ahead and unnoted the rest of the Torstals, so they're actually sat in dev storage right now, unnoted. This is me being optimistic and thinking that I'm going to get Jackal randoms. If I do, it pays off. If I don't, it's going to be a little bit more awkward. I won't be able to def storage this. I'm going to have to make it every single week, which uses up like 20 nature runes in superheats. But honestly, I think I'd rather do that than continuously juggle def storage, because that's just a pain at this point. But that's pretty much where we are right now. We did do the calculations on the Red Dragons to work out how long it would take, and it's about 430 hours. It's a long grind. It's actually longer than I thought it was going to be. So that's why I'm going to try and add other things in between to vary it up a little bit. When I actually get around to just, when I've done 90 magic and stuff, I'll obviously be doing the resurrect or whatever it is, the reanimate. I'm on the wrong spellbook for it. But, you know, the thing that usually prayer XP with the ensouled heads, I'll be doing that whenever I can, whenever I've got the heads to do it. A little bit of variation, I get to do some other stuff, and prayer XP is always nice. So I will be working on that in the meantime. I don't really know what else I'm going to do. I doubt that I'll do the full Red Dragon grind in one go. I'll probably take a few breaks here and there. Like I said, it allows me to get some variety in the content, and it's also good for me because I'm going to get very bored of killing Red Dragons. I don't know how many I can kill an hour. It's not very good, and I've still got to kill like 14,000 of them. So to put it into perspective, I've only killed 760 so far. I think so. I think it's about 760. So we are nowhere near, and the amount of hours that this is going to take is a little bit daunting. But yeah, I'm going to just be working on, I mean, as I said, work on other things that we need. I think at some point during the Red Dragon grind, maybe in a couple of weeks, I might take a break and we'll just camp farming guild and get more Herblore supplies, because Herblore is one of the skills that I do really need to get up. I don't really know exactly what level I want. Actually, you know what? I'm going to quickly stand over here and quickly check this. So, in raids, we kind of, I think we probably want 75 total. 72 would be good for now, because I can get rid of the Lantadimes, but I think I'll go for 75, which allows me to make the Tier 2 Overload. I don't think I'd want to go for 90, it's just too much of a stretch to push myself before I go to raids. I think 75 is a reasonable goal to go for, because that is just 9 levels. So we'll probably be aiming for that before we do raids. And as I said, have Tier 2 Overloads. I mean, you also get Overloads from the killing the boss as well. So it's not impossible for me to get the Herblore stuff. I just want to have a reasonable starting point. As for the food in raids, I have access to the highest tier bat, and I can cook the highest tier bat as well, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 80, sorry. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. I don't really know that much about James of Zerek, so I'm going into this fairly blind, which may be quite painful to watch. So yeah, when I do my first raid, don't watch if you're worried about that. But it'll just be me going in blind. I'll figure it out over time. It won't be too much of an issue. But anyway, I've rambled on for a while. Just want to make this clip of an update. A lot of the other stuff I'm doing isn't really recordable, and that's why I'm doing this long clip here, talking about where we're going. Because it's basically going to be switching between me splashing chickens, doing farming, and killing red dragons for the next couple of weeks. And my clips have caught up with me. So, yeah, this is essentially where we are right now. Welcome to another splashing clip. Interesting content. I'm actually going to do a farm run while I'm making this clip. As you can see, we're about to hit 85 magic. And I wanted to make this recording. I would never get the level on video, but this is about as close as you're going to get. I could wait and do the recording when it gets the level, but I know me, and I know that I'll forget to do it. So I'm just making the clip now. Yeah, so we're approaching 85 magic. We need 90 for the reanimate spell that I want to use, and the whole reason why I'm doing this. But I do want to quickly make a mention. I've been doing this for a couple of days now, so it's Wednesday now, and I started on Sunday night, I guess. And we've had 3 Jackal randoms in this time, and that is so amazing for us because that like doubled the amount of stams we have. So we've got 2 in our event right now, and if we go over here, you'll see we also have another 4 in here. So we actually only need 4 more Jackal randoms, and I have the Torsals at the ready before we can finish off the Stam Potions. Now, with this in mind, I am considering putting Red Dragons entirely on hold for a bit until I finish the construction in the house, or get 90 magic. I mean, I really hope I finish the pool before 90 magic. That would be really unlucky if I didn't. But the idea with this is that if I can manage to finish the pool in my house while grinding, doing splashing, and getting Jackal randoms like that, because it seems to be such a good method for me to get randoms. I get so many randoms while doing this. But yeah, if I manage to do that before going back to Red Dragons, it's going to clear up so much space, and I'm going to have even more space to work with. Because you've got to bear in mind that when I was doing Red Dragons before, I had a Torstal and a Stam Potion on me, so that's just 2 spaces alone. Not to mention, sometimes I had an extra potion on me. So just essentially I just want to get rid of this extra stuff that I don't need, and then we'll be able to get the pool out of the way, which is going to be absolutely amazing to have the energy regen pool in my house. I don't think I can upgrade it any further than that. I think the next one's anti-venom. I'm not entirely sure, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm pretty much contemplating at this point whether or not I want to continue splashing over the weekend, which I'd normally switch back to doing Red Dragons, or if I want to go back to Red Dragons, because at this point, if I go back to Reds, I'm going to be carrying quite a lot of stuff, or I'm going to be risking a bunch of stams in the death storage, which I'm not keen on doing. I mean, I haven't died yet, but that doesn't mean to say that I won't. You guys have seen my videos, you know how prone I am to dying to stupid things. I did once get stacked out by Red Dragon down to like 19 health, so I know it's definitely possible for me to die, but I think it's going to probably depend on how it goes. I'll probably wait until maybe Friday and see if we've had any more randoms, because if I've got less than 3 left, like if I've got 2 left to do, I'm probably just going to grind it out, to be honest. I think it's way more worth it in the long run, and getting this pool out of the way is going to be absolutely huge. So that's basically the game plan for now. That's what we're looking towards. Like I said, we're very nearly 85 magic. We'll probably have that in about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. But I'm going to be AFKing because I'm doing editing on the side. So there's no way I'm going to get that clip recorded. I'm very sorry that you're missing these levels. But splashing is just so AFK. I missed them as well. And obviously I'm in combat, so I don't even see the screen myself. It's not like I miss it out from the video and then never actually put it in. No, I completely miss it entirely. But yeah, like I said, back to splashing. We're just going to be popping this chicken multiple times. Let's hope we can get a Jackal random. Also, caught an Eclectic, got a Rune Dagger. Why not? Okay, so maybe I lied. Here is another magic level. That is going to be 85 magic, which unlocks Teleblock and Teleport to Target. I don't think these are spells we're ever going to be using, but they are interesting to unlock nonetheless. So that is another magic level done. 5 more levels until 90.